I've paid well over $200,000 for friends over the last 6 years. Would you spend over $200,000 for friends or $1,000,000 for friends? Let me explain why I do that and tell you why you need to do it as well. Welcome back to Winning Ways with Fred. My name is Federico and I am your host. Guys, today I am going to talk about why paying for friends is so important, especially if you're stuck in life. So let's retract to me saying I've spent $200,000 for friends. Why am I doing that? I'm joining different types of masterminds that are going to introduce me to people that are ahead of me, people that want to win in life. Join these types of masterminds. Let me put this into example. This past weekend, I went to Rudy Mauer's castle. Rudy is a marketing genius. He works for people like Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort, and various other high-end people. Why did I join that mastermind? Why did I pay over $100,000 to be there? Because guess who's there? People that are ahead of me, people that are making 20, 30, 40, $50 million that I'm not making just yet, but I want to make. So I'm surrounding myself with people that are winning at that level, and I'm learning from them. I'm picking their brains. I'm seeing what they do that I'm not doing and what I can implement to my game that will help me get to their level. That's what life is all about. You start off as the smallest person in a big room. And then you climb your way up that room. And once you're the biggest person in that room or something that you're really not learning from anybody, then you got to move to a new room or a new mastermind. So let me put it into example even further. I started off in FSU. I'm going to go back all the way to college and the importance of paying for friends back even in college, not even a professional life. I joined a fraternity. That fraternity let me see what I hadn't seen in Miami with my group of friends. What do I mean by that? I started seeing friends and people that were spending more money than I was, that were traveling and doing things that were super luxurious that I had never even thought of at that age. And it opened my mind to the possibilities of what people can do and the type of money that's out there. Let's be real. If you're like me, I started off here in Miami, middle-class family, neither too poor nor with a lot of money. My parents were pretty much living in debt and paying their monthly bills on a monthly basis, right? Like most are. We're paying and playing the game of living month to month. And that's how my family was. We migrated from Colombia, and that's all they knew, right? That's all I knew too until I went to Florida State. When I went to Florida State, I paid money to join this fraternity. Guess who's paying that type of money? People that have money, or kids that their parents join the fraternity and they see the importance of connecting with like-minded individuals. Now, in the fraternity, in the university side of things, yeah, it's not too professional, but it made me connections that to this day I still use. Yes, I still use connections from the university that I paid to go and I paid to be in a fraternity. So that's example number one. And I can probably tell you those connections has generated me over $100,000, the college relationships. So now let's move on. I graduated college and I started trying to find different types of masterminds. Some are good, some are bad. You are going to get fooled and join some that aren't the best, that say that they're best, but that's what you got to do. You got to play the game and learn that failing is okay so you can find the best group out there that works for you, right? So off the bat, I joined Tony Robbins' mastermind, and that was great. Off the bat, I met like-minded individuals, people that were ahead of me, and I learned a lot. It was all more in the mindset stuff, which is key. I've harped on how important mindset is into everything of success. I joined that mastermind and I jumped through various different types of ones. Some were good, some were bad. But this latest one that I joined, I paid $100,000 to join for a year. 12 months, $100,000 for the year. Would you do that? Would you commit that type of money for your future, for your business, for what can be? That's what winners do. I'm not thinking about what if or what can't be or what won't be done. I'm thinking about what would happen if I don't join that mastermind in 6 months. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't think of, man, that's too much money. Man, I can't afford that. Man, which I can't afford that, but it's just too much money, right? $100,000, I don't care who you are, it's a lot of money. But in my head, I was like, shit, man, if I don't do this, how am I going to feel in a year from now for not doing that? And that's all I needed to ask myself to really commit to doing that. Paying that type of money led me to connecting with my new business partners that were building a multi-million-dollar business. And you guys are going to see it. But why did I partner up with these guys? because these guys saw that I put my money where my mouth is. Not everybody puts $100,000 on a mastermind. They saw my vision. They got to know me a little better. And guess what? Now we're building. I have never built a business so fast than we have in the last 2.5 months with people. Why? Because they're like-minded individuals. They have the same mindset as we do, as I do, and they're ready to grow and attack the day. So with that said, paying for friends is probably the best way to get ahead. And not just paying for friends, paying for mentors, paying for phone calls with people. I've paid $5,000 to have a one-on-one call with certain investors just to pick their brains, high-end investors. And you again are saying, why would you pay that type of money to talk to somebody? I even get comments in the sections on my Instagram saying, you're getting the rich. You idiot. These people are already rich and their time is valuable. You think they're not going to charge you money? You think their time is free? That's why you're probably stuck where you're at in life, because you're talking shit about people that are doing well, that they're taking action that you will never, because you don't have the balls to do it. Yet they're winning and you're not. You're on Instagram commenting and talking shit while they're making money. You're using Instagram. Sorry, Instagram's using you while they're using Instagram to make money. And then some people ask why they're stuck in life. It's because of that attitude, because you're talking shit of people that are succeeding in life and winning, when in reality, paying for friends is the most lucrative way to get ahead in life. On top of that, if you have the means to do it, most of us, I mean, I'd say 98% of us have a problem. We have a bad relationship with money. And what do I mean by that? We're always living in a scarcity mindset. We're always tightening up. Every time we make money, we try to save up and hold on to it as much as possible. I do this to this day. I fall victim to this, and it happens, right? I'm trying to get better at it. But in order to win in life and to grow, you have to live abundantly. And the money you come in, you got to put it out and you got to invest it to grow. That's the only way you're really going to grow big time in life. Not saving every little penny, not making coffee at home and saving Starbucks. None of that. I'm telling you, it's none of that. It's about living abundantly. It's about putting your money where your mouth is. And if you believe in yourself that you're going to succeed, you're going to have to do this. So pay for friends. If you're looking at me or listening to this and you're saying, wow, man, I can't believe this guy just said that, then this podcast is not for you, man. I'm telling you, I've paid a lot of money. I was just with Rudy. I've been with Grant Cardone. They've spent millions on education, on connections, on masterminds, and so on and so forth. So if the top guys in the world are doing this, why aren't you? Is the question. Start doing it today. I've joined plenty of masterminds. If you have questions on what type of mastermind to join, which one's more effective than others, shoot me a DM and I'll help you out. With that said, that's the episode for today. Short, simple, sweet. Just trying to give you guys little tips to win. And if you did enjoy this show, I please ask you guys to share it. That's the only way I grow the show. I don't run ads on the show. I have sports pages that want to run ads on this podcast. Yeah, I don't like that because it interrupts the podcast and it's just not my vibe. So please share the show if you found it valuable. If not, don't share it. And as always, catch you guys next time, guys.